Charlie is at it again. I found the way to increase our fortunes. How does that sound? Over! Oh, sorry. Listen closely. Charlie knows you visited the bazaar, and you know how important it is to trade in Colorado. And more importantly, how wealthy it is. Problem is, the monster army holding it is weak. Without your help, they'd already be gone. But sooner or later, someone is gonna wipe them out. So why not make it a cartel stronghold? With your help, it'll be easy, and you'll be well compensated for your contribution. Why wouldn't you? I dealt straight with you so far, right? Didn't I tell you the truth about McTavish? Don't I always tell you the truth? Come on, Red Hats, it's me, your old buddy Charlie. Don't worry, your old buddy Charlie won't sell you short. We just need a little assistance, and you'll be paid handsomely. Really now, Red Hats? What's the point of saying no to such a lucrative proposition? Here's what I'll do. I'll give you some time to think about it. When you inevitably come to the conclusion that the answer should have been yes, you can find us in a hideout near the old parking lot, outside the bazaar. We'll be waiting.
Refugees flood the city! Reyes says Rangers aren't to blame!
Maybe I'll join the marshals. They do like roughing people up.
You get drummed out in a second, you crackpot.
I'm sure they could use my help. Leave the government.
You ever notice that the statues...
I was talking to Diligent Joe the other day, and he said that he might be opening up some real estate in Boston.
Welcome back, children. Had another rough night? Here you go, children. Salvation is at hand.
So he runs out and starts trying to hose down the damn propane tank.
What can I do for you? Anything for your vehicle. Have a look.
I'm thinking of joining the next supply run. See how some of my experiments will hold up in the field.
That crew'd be lucky to have you.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully, nothing will go wrong.
Conspiracy unmasked! Rangers in league with human smuggling ring!
Read the last issue of the Colorado Patriot?
Oh, real funny cartoon in there. When Jeffy ripped the robo arm off that scar collector.
November, this is Ranger HQ. I have good news. There's some new gear here next time you stop by. It's a big improvement over the basic stuff we had before. One last thing. The Patriarch commissioned a sculptor to make a statue of Vargas outside our HQ. He's nearly done, but he'd like to know who we want to dedicate this statue to. Good call, November. Making sure the Rangers know they'll be remembered if the worst comes to pass may boost camaraderie. I'll pass it along. Over and out.
I need some help! Yes, Rangers. I'm so glad you're back. My wife and I need help. Raiders strap bombs to us with some kind of proximity trigger. If we get near each other, they'll blow up. I think she's over by the big entrance. I'm not sure because we know if we get too close to each other, we'll be turned into wall smears. I miss her a lot. I don't know. Some psychos jumped our group and knocked us out. We all woke up with bombs strapped on. Those lunatics were laughing when they told us how the bombs worked and let us go. My friends didn't believe them. There were parts of them everywhere. Our friends died and no one else will come. Most people are afraid of bombs, but not you, right? Wait! There's a special trigger. You have to disarm both bombs at the same time or they'll explode. Same if we get too close. Please, send people to my wife so you can disarm them at the same time. Thanks, Rangers. We thought we were dead for sure.
Hola, Rangers. Hola, Rangers. Peace, strangers. A girl I own ran away recently, and it's proving harder than expected to track her down. She seems to sense us when we get too close. On the other hand, she'd never suspect. Hell, with your reputation for rescuing little lost lambs, she might even seek you out. So, what you say, hmm? Want to find her for us? Nellie? No. Hallie, I think. Anyway, her new owner will rename her. What's important is her description. Early 20s, blonde, shapely, skin like a princess. You'll know her when you see her, I promise you. She'll make your little hearts go Peter-pat. That bothers you? You find it unethical? You kill crazy corpse-robbing, tyrant-funded gun jockeys are offended at how I make my living? Sorry, compadres. This is the end times. Nothing but us devils left. I'm La Perla, and these are my boys.
We shouldn't be condoning something like this. Not unless it's a really good deal.
Ah, it is. I promise you. You know the sealed rooms in your base? Bet you're curious what's inside them. Bueno, I'll tell you for free. It's old world tech. The kind people waged wars for. And I know the codes. In the name of good faith, I'll give you one now. 900-909-3500. Test if you like. I'll wait. You'll get the second code. The one that gets you into the room with the even better goodies. When you bring me my lost little lamb. Used to stay here all the time before we moved east. Had plenty of time to explore all its nooks and crannies. Hey, don't worry. No hard feelings about you taking it over. We like our new home on the plains. Those warlords have a lot of money to spend. Chasing down a pretty little girl is too intimidating? Ay, qué triste. Far as I know, she's still somewhere in Colorado Springs. Suggest you start looking downtown. We'll be here when you find some courage.
Hey, who's in charge in here? You're the CO around here? Huh. Okay. Quality setup this time. Better than back in AZ. Guess Daddy Buchanan's buying you all the good gear. Gary Wolf, freelance security consultant and synth hunter. Got a proposition for you. I helped the Rangers during their whole Cochise debacle. They might have come out strong if they'd listened to me. Too bad. After the Rangers nuked Cochise, and themselves, I figured somebody competent had to chase down its mechanical brood. So I recruited folks who'd lost family to synths, and I formed a posse. Decommissioned a dozen of the plastic punks in AZ. Then heard a feud headed east and followed them here. Now I'm getting flack from that tin star twat Daisy for exchanging fire with the synth we tracked to Colorado Springs. That's where you come in. Interferent bitch told the marshals to shoot us on sight if we stepped inside the city limits again, so we can't go after this October 11 synth. Was hoping you might be interested in taking care of it for us. Cash bounty for its head. Jesus, you're not one of those, are you? Fucking simps are always talking about how synths are sentient. They have feelings. Bullshit. That's how they trick you. Synths are just top-grade robots. What makes them dangerous is that every one of them has a little piece of cochise in their electric brain, like a virus. And if you leave them alone for too long, that virus spreads. And pretty soon we have the goddamn robot apocalypse all over again. Not on my watch. We cap them as soon as we see them. Don't give them a chance to talk. Are you kidding me? Cochise is the Rangers' greatest enemy. A supercomputer that almost exterminated them twice, and which built an army of synths to kill every last human on Earth. Rangers aren't training their recruits at all these days, are they? Yeah, no idea why. Synths are weird that way. It and another synth called Tourmaline K'd some civs on their way here, just for kicks. So watch yourselves. 11 is a stone killer. Gotta be neutralized before it kills again. And killing it will help us find its comrades. All synths got a radio in their heads. Lets them communicate long distance and triangulate on each other. Once I crack 11's head open, I'll hack it for their locations. You want to go after the others too? I'll make it worth your time. We cornered 11 downtown and tried to take it out quietly, but there was a snafu and we had to open fire. Shot up the street, wounded some civs. Silly bitch wouldn't listen when I warned her about the synth. Acted like we were the problem and sent us packing. Fuck her.
Hey now, that's my ex-boss you're talking about, Hoss.
Lucky you quit then. She's a frag candidate for sure. Add it to your list? Ought to be your top priority. Whatever. We'll wait here until you bring back its head. Should still be downtown somewhere. You'll know you're near it when you start hearing weird static on your radio. Squad, at ease.
Hi, I'm Austin. I'm new.
Over here!
Welcome aboard.
Please help
Where
me!
are you from?
Oh, around.
Oh my god, Rangers! I thought I was dead. My husband and I need help. These psychopaths tied bombs to us. But if we get near each other, they'll explode. No one else will come. They're afraid of getting blown up. These have to be disarmed within a few seconds of each other, or they both blow up. No one else will come. They're afraid of getting I think he's by the garage. I'm not exactly sure where because we're afraid to get any closer. That would trigger the bombs. I think he's okay for now. Please, you have to save us both. Some crazed raiders outside the city. They jumped us while we were looking for supplies with our friends. Their faces. Their bombs blew up when they got too close. I'll never forget the shock as they went to pieces. That can't happen to me and my husband. It just can't! No! The failsafe! You have to disarm both bombs at the same time, or they'll explode! Send someone over to my husband, please! going to die for sure.
Ready to continue.
Good luck out there.
That.
Please, Miss Hackett. There's no reason to get so angry.
The hell there isn't! My people didn't start that fight. One of your rangers started it, and now you're telling me we gotta be the ones to give up our space?
I'm just saying. Oh, Team November, I'm glad you're here. There was an altercation in the barracks. Nothing serious. No one was hurt. Some harsh words and a shove. Sergeant Greatsky's already put the recruit on latrine duty. A fair punishment.
Yeah, well, this isn't the first time your recruits have had harsh words for us Rangers. You need to get your people under control.
Greatsky's recruitment efforts have gone well, and HQ is filling up. More new Rangers every day, which is great for our mission, but it also means we're running out of beds in the barracks. Rangers are having to sleep in shifts. This is leading to friction with Miss Hackett's people, who, as you know, were there first. Some of the new Rangers don't understand this, and they think of them as, well, freeloaders.
Usually, it's just snide comments, but today, one of yours started shouting that we should be thrown out of our home before trying to pull Davy off his cot.
Which is completely unacceptable behavior. Unfortunately, the problem's not going to go away if we ignore it. We need a solution before things explode.
There have been plenty. Most of your Rangers are all right with us, but there's more than a few who ain't. Calling us names as they walk past, or telling us we're on borrowed time here, in our own home.
Miss Hackett, I'm embarrassed. Part of the oath we take as Rangers is to protect the downtrodden. It hurts to hear that our recruits are failing to live up to that oath. Something must be done.
Yeah? Well, we're waiting.
We gotta get a handle on this one way or the other. Enough chaos going on outside the base. Don't need it when we get home, too.
Well, the warden here suggested we move into the brig. I suggested she shove that idea up her ass and leave us be. We were here first. We don't take up much space, and you said the barracks were ours when you first showed up.
But things have changed since then, and they're not going to change back. If we're going to live side by side, we both have to be flexible.
Shoot. You're siding with us? Wow. Thank you, Rangers.
The honorable choice, Team November. But it won't lessen the friction. I'm afraid we'll pay for this later.
Hope you catch that Victory kid soon. Before he hurts somebody. The kid Victory sounds like a bad apple.
I don't get it.
We all do, boy. If Mama says we owe these folks, we're gonna help them best as we can. Mama always knows what's right. Hey now, Rangers. It's good to see you. Y'all got a nice place here. Y'all take care now. If there's something you need, you come to me. Can't complain. There's a lot of space here. Lots of room for growth. If we work at it, this is gonna be one hell of a place. Might even be able to build some lofted bedrooms over the garage. Move Mama over here. We'll see. Just setting up right now. I hope you don't mind the fact that we've added our own little touches to the place. Well, sure.
Got a chance to thank you properly for saving Nita. I don't know what I would have done if I lost her too. I was thinking on how I could show my thanks and realized I work with cars day in and out, and you all take them into battle. There's a lot of things I learned about how to fix cars and how to break them. Here, let me show you. Happy to be here. I've already been working with your folks here. They'll have all kinds of new goodies for you. See you around.
Sorry. Got things to do.
Don't worry about not arresting Bright. We can pick him up anytime we need to. That Reed kid's crying in his cell. Doesn't realize he took his blood.
Good luck out there.
Good luck out there.
I'm glad you left Little Vegas open. Oh, well, sure.
Some of the Patriarch's enemies in a black site under Broadmoor. Kind of worrying that he has a black site, huh?
Tell me about it. We was kings.
Nobody did a thing in that town without asking us first.
Or without us getting a cut of the action. Fucking robots! I fucking hate those things.
Yeah, fuck them.
Hey, I'm Joey Bag of Donuts. And Mr. Brygo sent me down, as thanks for helping him out with his, trouble. Apparently, I'm supposed to be your new armory guy. That's good. I know my way around this stuff. Well, though he is an honest businessman and an upstanding citizen, Mr. Brygo has more than his share of enemies, which means that he needs bodyguards. And those bodyguards need tools, yeah? So, he had been doing business with me, a simple freelance gunsmith, but he got tired of waiting for me to finish up work for other clients. So he decided to employ me full-time. Find, clean, and service guns for him, and only him. Since then, I've been a made man and do whatever Mr. Brygo wants. And right now, he wants me to find, clean, and service guns for you. And only you. Sweet deal, right? Nah, it's my favorite subject. I'm the son of a son of a son of a gunmaker. And I'm proud of carrying on the family trade. Back in Vegas, the Bag of Donuts name has been synonymous with the finest quality guns since before the war. Whenever anybody's plugged anybody else in Vegas for the last 100 years, you can bet that a Bag of Donuts was part of it. And now that Mr. Brygo is in Colorado, I'm hoping to continue that tradition here. Let me show you.
One of the refugees saw I was falling asleep on my feet. Let me use his bunk for a bit.
Get out of here. Remember that job?
Hi, Rangers. Thanks again for letting me work for you. This is so exciting. I am so happy. I'm learning so much. All my life I wanted to be a scientist, but all I could do was read the books and dream. Now I can actually do things. It's incredible. He's wonderful. He's almost as smart as Dr. Finster, but without all the, you know, evil. A horse that will drink when you lead it to water. Yes. Theoretically, I can have the machine take your genetic material and run the process. But no guarantee what comes out the other end. I did make a few tweaks to the process, though, so whatever it is, it probably won't be so angry. Probably. Okay, well, how exciting! But before we start, one tiny caveat. The process requires special genetic material, and I've only got enough for one clone, so if anything happens to our new friend, try to recover its remains so we can... Now, put your palm on the machine right here. Hey, this one can talk! You want me to make an... Okay.
Hey, Rangers. I'm here at last. It'll take a while, but I think I'll be able to make an actual surgery out of this place. Just need to call in a few favors for equipment and supplies. If you need treatment now, well, I think I'm ready for that. What do you need? Fine. Everything is fine. For now. I'll do what I can. Have a seat. I brought a few things over from the garage. Not much yet, but...
place they got here. Classy.
It was rough there for a while. With a little warm food in their bellies, I think everyone will calm down about the refugees. No, not at all. There are so many wonderful people here who truly appreciate my cooking and actually chew before swallowing. Only that everybody really likes Team November. They can't stop talking about all the great things you've done for the Rangers. Only the best ingredients for my Rangers. It's hard to bring Colorado together with the stomach full of bitter rations. People fight when they get hungry. We just need a little more food to keep the refugees and everyone in HQ calm. Only the best ingredients for my Rangers. It's hard to bring Colorado together with a stomach full of bitter rations.
That Valor kid doesn't sound much more stable than his brother.
Good luck out there.
Good luck out there.
Huh? Who's that? Rangers? What are you doing here? I heard you was off in Colorado or somewhere. Welcome back. Well, this calls for a drink. Cheers. Is that you, Rangers? Boy, I ain't seen you in a donkey's age. This calls for a drink. Cheers. Hey, who drank my squeezins? What kind of a place is this? What do you know? I ain't had a liver for years. Come on, Rangers! You know me, it's Scotchmo, your pal. I fought Coach Chase with you. I helped you beat all them damn robots. You can't fool me with that stuff. I know who you are. What do you mean, how did I get here? I've been here the whole time. How did you get here? You got a screw loose. You're drunk. If we was in Colorado, there'd be snow all over the place, and you'd all be wearing parkas. You gotta cut back on the squeezings. Well, don't mind if I do. Cheers! But I ain't here to drink, nuh-uh. I'm here to sign up. I want to be a ranger again, just like before. I know you Rangers have been going through hard times, so I'm doing my patriotic duty and offering my services as a tired and true veteran. What do you say? Hot diggity! Give me a gun and point me at the bad guys. I'm... ready. Lead on, Rangers! Never seen Arizona get so cold before. Damn, freezing my testicles off. I'm trying, Rangers. I'm trying.
Here to serve. Good luck out there. Pardon me, just going to the latrine.
By all means, go ahead.
You've been damn good to us, Rangers. No matter what happens, my people and I will stick by you. Andy. Damn it. I was afraid of that. We've been locked up for days, but at least we had our supplies with us. How did he... No. I don't want to know. Enough death in this world. Don't need the details to make it even more bitter. Thanks for telling me, Rangers. I'll break it to the others. Careful out there. It's an uncaring world.
I know you don't like the way I've been treated. Can you help me get out of here?
I do not like the way you've been treated, but you are directly responsible for letting the Dorseys into the city.
I was nothing there. Fine, Brago went with you.
And if Theron Brago jumped off a bridge, would you jump off one too?
Huh?
Never mind. Just be glad the Rangers picked you up and not the Marshals. Or else, you know where you'd be.
Don't remind me.
What do you think? Scrubbed up nice, huh? What can I do for you? Isaac and his friends have been no trouble. I know they acted remarkably stupid, even by the metric of hot-headed teenagers. But now, they see the error of their ways. Them being here, instead of bleeding out among the rocks at the garden, or frozen on those nightmarish pillories, is what true justice looks like, Rangers. Someday we'll be able to let them out, and they will spend the rest of their lives working to better Colorado. Good luck out there.
What have I done?
You're a worm, Isaac. I should have killed you.
Time to make this place shine. Grab a mop and let's get to work.
A mop? I'm a ranger.
You're a ranger who was assigned to me. Get going.
When the Rangers, they said, life of adventure, they said, nuts.
Hey, Rangers! Hope you like what I've done with the space. Seven A.
7A, check.
13C.
Uh-huh. 13C.
1B.
2B, got it.
2B?
Not seeing 2B.
Are you sure?
Robot mascots of pre-war PSAs, Peek and Poke were meant to show the right and wrong ways of preparing for the end of the world. Each vignette humorously contrasted Noble Peek's forethought and generosity and Poke's short-sightedness and greed. Since the deluge, the billboards have been often modified by survivalists who change the art and the message to suit the times, resulting in a darker humor than the original creators ever intended.
Welcome to your communications hub, Rangers. The Patriarch was good enough to let me use my own gear, and I have my high-frequency radio equipment all set up. From here on out, I will be your voice in the wind. You can contact Ranger HQ at any time through your radio, and I'll reach out as needed. When there's a arrest to be made under your authority, just radio them into me. Pleasure to serve. Oh, I'm not. It just turns out artificial intelligence isn't that much different from fiddling with radios. Easy enough to install, it turned out, but I wouldn't know the first thing about it otherwise. The finest setup you'll find this side of the Rockies. This equipment took years to get together. A lot of it custom work. String and pieces of gum, you know? This is the only setup in Colorado able to communicate on all sorts of frequency bands, up to the HF band. That means we can reach you pretty much no matter where you are in Colorado. The basic controls are straightforward. You should try the device yourselves whenever you're here. I've picked up all kinds of signals. It's possible you could even reach Arizona. I've worked the radio for some time now, and I hear all kinds of stories from other parts of the world. Horrors you wouldn't believe. Is Colorado perfect? No, but it's a damn sight better than any alternative I've seen. Speaking frankly, great. Protect and serve, right? Things had grown stale with the Marshals. I felt like I'd reached the end of what I could do for the people there. Proud to be a Ranger now. I'm your radio communications expert. I'll be manning the radio whenever you call in, or whenever we need to reach you, which is the easy part of this job. The hard part is keeping this equipment in tip-top shape and ready to go. Anytime.
Glad to see you back, Rangers. Cleaned up the worst of the mess in your absence. Now, what can I help you with? Well, I've got friends in the Marshals, the Patriarch's Palace Guard, and some local militias. They've always got more folks wanting to sign up than they have positions for. So I asked my pals to send over everybody on their waiting lists. Now, some of these folks may be, less than top grade for sure, but most will be solid recruits, ready and willing to learn. You'll have to pick and choose. Happy to tell you what you need to know. I do indeed. Some folks can't get past his brusque ways, but that's just the impatience of a man who knows what's right, dealing with fools who don't. He cares too deeply about the well-being of the people of Colorado to let political courtesy slow him down. Of course, you'll hear a lot of folk condemning him for hurting this group or that group with his decisions, but the way I see it, they should be glad it wasn't them who had to make the choice. Well, came here with my folks when I was a kid, and was a young man when Saul was trying to unite the families and make Colorado a state. I got behind him right away. He had leader written all over him, even back then. I've served at his side ever since, fighting against the monster army, consolidating power here in town, helping him expand our borders.
What Mr. Greatsky means is that he played a key role in many of the Patriarch's greatest victories, and he had no small part in making Colorado what it is today.
You're too kind, Darius. Well, the fighting's never really ended. Trying to hold it all together is a constant struggle. This business with his children is just the latest in a long line of troubles. I'll be here. If we don't want the door... Now, what can I help you with? Anytime, Rangers. Always have... Stories? They are stories indeed these days. I've told him so many times all the truth's been wrung out of him. Now, let's see. Here's one. So, one day we were hunting monster army raiders and came upon a tin-walled shack. The people inside were shooting at us and not answering our calls to parley. Well, I got sick of that real quick and unslung my rocket launcher. But Saul, he holds up a finger, then creeps around behind the compound. Well, pretty soon we hear him smashing through those tin walls with his hammer, and then comes two high-pitched screams. A few moments later, he comes striding out, carrying a child under each arm. They've been shooting at us because they thought we were coming to eat their dying parents. Now, I will never know how Saul knew it was kids in there rather than raiders, but somehow he did. And we brought them and their folks back to the city and helped them out until they got well again. And he's always been like that. An uncanny ability to always do the right thing. How about a monster army story? Now, I know the monsters seem like a joke now, but back then, they were terrifying. Word of their coming would send whole towns running for their lives. Well, Saul decided to take advantage of that. So we went and waited in the houses of a village that had emptied out and watched as the monsters all roared into the town square to proclaim their arrival and demand tribute like they always did. As we covered him from the doors and windows, he strode out, head high and hammer in hand, and challenged the leader, a 7-foot bruiser they called the Gorgon, to a duel. To be honest, I didn't think it was gonna work. I thought those psychos would shoot him in the back and leave us without a leader. But the Gorgon waved him down, and him and Saul went toe to toe, while us and the monsters all just watched. I'd never seen Saul torn up so bad. Red from head to toe. But finally, he got in one good swing and took the Gorgon's head clean off. That's when the monster started shooting, but we still had him covered. So, we beat him to the punch. Give me a while and I'll see if I can remember any more. In the meantime, I'm sure you have plenty to do. Happy to. What's on your mind? Sure thing. Let's have a look. There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
Good luck out there.
Over here! Over here! Please help me!
They split up! Get them!
Dead? Right.
Taking their six! Shot!
Rangers! Somebody call the marshals!
I'm dying. For medical attention.
Here to serve. You think that chicken is edible? Or will we be picking wires out of our teeth?
What do you need, Rangers? I'll do what I... Have a seat. If it ain't cut, don't stitch it.